Starting things off with Fangbone. This kid has read so many books. He's a huge Tom Engelberger fan. And I told him that Tom Engelberger loves Michael Rex's Fangbone. And when I told him that, and I told him that Michael Rex also wrote Your Pal Fred, he was sold. Seems to really be digging the series. Next up, Toby's Song. Have you read these? I mean, like, what is cuter than that? I actually have not read any of these books by W. Bruce Cameron, but maybe I should. Have you read them? Let me know in the comments if they're any good. I don't know. The reader who has been reading all of the Tolkien books, all of the Lord of the Rings books, is now reading this kind of ancient looking book about flowers. He's almost done. I love this reader. Man, I'm going to miss this guy. What an interesting choice of books he picks. It just makes me so happy. And The Forgotten Girl. I don't do scary books. I try to stay kind of far away from that. But that's what we have here at the first table. A lot of really fun books. What's up? Colby Sharp, 5th grade teacher. Welcome to my channel where we try to help kids fall in love with reading. One of my favorite videos to make, the books my kids are reading. And we're running out of these videos because as of today, the day I'm filming this video, we only have schools out in 16 calendar days. So just a little over 2 weeks left with the kids, 11 or 12 school days. We are in the middle of all the end of the year things. Reading has actually been kind of like, we've been reading every day, but it's been all jumbled up and things are hard right now. So much is going on, which is a great opportunity to learn and to talk to the kids that there will be times in our lives where things aren't going as smoothly, and just trying to find time to read a little bit each day is helpful because, you know, life happens and life has been happening. Yesterday was an amazing field day, but holy smokes, I'm gonna now share with you the books my 5th graders are currently reading with about 2 weeks left in the school year. If you've been watching these videos throughout the year, you know that I have a couple readers, but this guy is almost done with the Hunger Games series. Let's go. Controlled Burn. I really enjoyed this middle grade novel about a girl who, there's a really tragic event at her home with a fire and her sibling. It's like awful. So she goes to live somewhere else while her sibling is like trying to recover from these burns that he gets. But heart racing just thinking about this book. Dragon Masters. This girl checked out like every Dragon Master book in the library last week. It was our last chance to go to check out books in the library for the school year. So she's like, I'm getting all the Dragon Masters. And she's even been like passing them around to friends. Fun. 2 staples in the classroom, Jennifer L. Holm, Raina Talgemeyer. These books have made so many readers fall more deeply in love with reading. So awesome to see here at the end of the year, kids are revisiting those. And see this duck? My 7th grade daughter made this in art class. I love it. It needs a name. If you give me a name in the comments, it would help me. We have to name this duck. Isn't it awesome? All right, so here, Slappy's World, Goosebumps. It's fun to see these kids. They were so kind of like emotional last week when we were checking out books from the school library for the last time. As Good as Dead, she's about to finish. She's about halfway done with the 3rd one. My daughter is a high school freshman who's also reading the series. We don't have this in the classroom library. It seems pretty intense, but my daughter's telling me about it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Whew. Amulet 7, we got a copy of Amulet 7. It was the only book in the series we're missing, so a bunch of kids had to stop after 6. Now they're reading 7 and 8 with the exciting anticipation of book 9 coming out early 2024. Warriors, probably have many kids reading this series over the years. Phenomenal. The 102 Days of Lying About Lauren. I love this book. It's a 2023 book. Comes out in June. About a girl named Lauren what's her name? Mouse, who has been living at an amusement park for 102 straight days. Holy smokes. Wait till you find out why. Wait till you learn more about her story. You will be as captivated reading it as I was. Check this out. It's really, really good. Odds. This kid's read like all the graphic novels, so he's just like got a few left in the class that's trying to read all of them that we have. I really love the art in this one. Haven't read it. This is the first one. There's 2. This was so exciting to see. So this girl has been my biggest historical fiction reader and also realistic fiction reader. Like, she's read so many books this year. She just recently finished reading The Desk of Zoe Washington and On Air with Zoe Washington. Earlier this year, I got her to read The Witch of Woodland just a little while ago. Laurel Snyder's 2023 fantasy book. It was like her first dipping her toes into fantasy. And now seeing her read Land of Stories, which another reader in my class has been blowing through, makes me so excited. Trying new things. Sometimes it just sparks an interest and then your reading just takes off. So even though, I was a little stressed at the beginning of this video that maybe we're, having some hiccups in our reading, for some of the kids it's not going as well, magical things are still happening. Let's go. Did everyone be kid the other way? This kid's been reading all the Wimpy Kids. And then, none of my kids had read the Comic Squad books. So I don't know if you're familiar with them. There's 3. There's Detention, Lunch, and Recess, and it's different comic creators, some of your favorites, telling stories, short, like 8 to 12 page, I can't remember exactly, comics around that topic. It's really fun. It's put together by Jennifer and Matthew Holm, the authors and illustrators of Baby Mouse and Squish, and Jared Krasaska, the author and illustrator of Lunch Lady. They're in every one, but then they get different friends and the other ones. Final group here, Alan Gratz, just been captivating the classroom all stinking year. Project 1065, it all started in this class this year with Ground Zero. That book brought so many kids into the world of Alan Gratz. Another Aaron Soderbergh Downing book. We had someone reading Controlled Burn, now someone trying out the Great Peach Experiment. Very exciting. When life gives you lemons, make peach pie. And I need to show them that the town that we live in is actually a stop in this book, because the author was writing it like during Nerd Camp, which is an event we used to do here. Play Like a Girl, if you haven't read this graphic novel, it's a graphic novel memoir about when Misty was a kid deciding she wanted to play football with the boys. I love it. Wings of Fire graphic novel. A lot of Wings of Fire readers, the most I've ever had in a classroom. Dragon Thief, which one is this? The sequel, the second one. So fun to see a kid moving on to the second book there. The Death and Life of Benny Brooks. You need to add this to your to-read list. It doesn't come out until October. Kind of matches my shirt. One of my favorite books of 2023. It's a very sad memoir, but it still finds a way to give you so much hope within the pages. It's just phenomenal. Ethan Long is kind of moving things up a little bit. You probably know him from early readers, books for much younger readers, board books, that sort of thing. And then a kid really getting ready because he knows that right before we go back to school at the end of summer, the Wild Robot Protects comes out. So those are the books that my kids are reading. Holy smokes! We're actually doing better than I thought. Felt good to make this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please consider subscribing if you don't already. My name is Colby Sharp. Hope you have an awesome-tastic day.